Good afternoon, all of you, and welcome to our weekly business meeting. Today is September 24th, 2024, and it's approximately 2 o'clock. Before we begin our meeting, would you please join me in just a moment of silent reflection? Thank you very much. First, a roll call of commissioners. All commissioners are present here in the hearing room. Mr. Scarborough, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. The first order of business is to set the next regularly scheduled business meeting. Staff recommends that the next commission business meeting be set for Thursday, October 31st, 2024 at 2 o'clock p.m.
The next business meeting will be October 31st, Halloween at 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Today we have 19 items on our utilities agenda and 10 items on our transportation agenda. And in the interest of saving time for our representative, Christy Bishop, from the Office of Procurement, I suggest that we cover item 8 on our agenda first. Item number 8 is in dockets number 2025-15E, 2025-16E, and 2025-17E. This item concerns several issues related to Commission Order 2022-52, including the revelation of the identities of the parties who provided sealed submissions to the RFPs in this docket and other administrative tasks related to this RFP.
Thank you, Ms. Scarborough. Ms. Boyd, would you like to add anything or introduce these ladies to the commission?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So present with us today is our procurement manager, Christy Bishop, who is prepared to reveal the responses of those entities or persons who responded to the solicitations that appear on your agenda for today under utilities item number 8. And also accompanying Ms. Bishop is our procurement director, Elsie Montgomery. And at the time that you find appropriate, Ms. Bishop will proceed with opening the envelopes that contain the responses to those solicitations.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd, and thank you, Ms. Montgomery and Ms. Bishop, for being here today. And I'm going to let you have at it.
Good afternoon. We had 3 solicitations. I'm going to start with solicitation number 54000261112. We had a total of 2 responses for this solicitation. The first response is from London Economics International out of Boston, Massachusetts. The second response is from PA Consulting Group, Incorporated, also out of Boston, Massachusetts. Next, moving to solicitation 54000266613. The first, we also had 2 responses for this solicitation. The first response is from London Economics International out of Boston, Massachusetts. And the second response is from PA Consulting Group, also out of Boston, Massachusetts. And the last solicitation, number 54000266622. We also have 2 responses. The first response is from London Economics out of Boston, Massachusetts. And the second one is from PA Consulting Group out of Boston, Massachusetts. Those are all the responses received for those 3 solicitations.
Thank you very much. Do I hear a motion as to the schedules which we have for this?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
Thank you. I move that the commission approve the 2024 proposed schedule to hire consultants and experts and docket numbers 2025-15E, 2025-16E, and 2025-17E as follows. Proposals, responses to solicitations due on or before Friday, October the 18th, 2024. Filed proposals received and opened at Commission Business Meeting Thursday, October the 24th, 2024. Public information from responses to RFP filed in dockets in the DMS no later than 4:45 p.m. on Friday, October the 25th. Questions from parties for prospective qualified independents, third-party consultants, and experts, and above reference to dockets filed with the Commission no later than close of business, Monday, November the 4th, 2024. Questions from commissioners for prospective qualified independent third-party consultants and experts issued in a hearing officer directive no later than close of business, Monday, November the 4th, 2024. Public interview of prospective qualified independent third-party consultants and experts at a special business meeting Thursday, November the 7th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Feedback related to public interviews from the parties filed with the Commission no later than close of business Wednesday, November the 13th, 2024. Final written conflicts check letter from prospective qualified independent third-party consultants and experts filed with the Commission no later than close of business Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Commission decision regarding hiring qualified independent third-party consultants and experts. Regular Commission business meeting on Thursday, November 21st, 2024. So moved.
Thank you for your motion, Commissioner Thomas. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Thomas, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say so by aye.
Aye.
All those against, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries. Ladies, thank you very much for being here today, and we wanted to take you first. We wouldn't hold you up if we get bogged down in something. It's good to see you both.
Getting back to our regular agenda items, item number 1 appears in docket number 2017-15C. This item concerns confidential treatment of the interruption of service reports filed with the Federal Communications Commission and accepted for filing by the Public Service Commission on August the 23rd, October the 3rd, October the 4th, and October the 8th of 2024. And this is from Frontier Communications of the Carolinas, LLC.
Having heard item 1 is presented by Ms. Scarborough, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powell,
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the commission accept for filing the interruption of services report filed by Frontier Communications of the Carolinas, LLC, with the Federal Communications Commission as required by South Carolina Regulation 103-614. These reports were filed by Frontier under seal in this docket on August 23rd, 2024, on October 3rd, 2024, on October 4th, 2024, and on October 8th, 2024. In accordance with Commission Order 2006-777, such reports maintained and submitted by the company are afforded confidential and proprietary treatment and are protected from public disclosure unless the Commission enters an order to the contrary. The company has filed with both a confidential version and a redacted version of the reports for public disclosure by the Commission.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. The motion has been made by Commissioner Caston. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Motion carries.
Item number 2 appears in docket number 2024-211C. This item involves final disposition of this docket.
As to item number 2, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the application of American Dark Fiber LLC for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide competing local exchange and inter-exchange telecommunications services in the state of South Carolina and for alternative and flexible regulation. I further move that the commission grant the requested waiver of South Carolina Code Annotated Regulations 103-607, 103-610, 103-611, and 103-631. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Motion carries.
Item number 3 appears in docket number 2024-134C. This item involves non-compliance with Commission Order number 2024-585 on behalf of Campus Communications Group, Incorporated.
Having heard item 3, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Vice Chair Williams.
thank you, Mr. Chair. On August 14, 2024, the Commission granted the application of Campus Communications Group, Incorporated for a certificate of public convenience and necessity in order number 2024-585 as a requirement for issuance of a certificate. Campus Communications Group, Incorporated had 30 days from the receipt of the order to complete and file the authorized utility representative information form with the Commission and the Office of Regulatory Staff. This is pursuant to order number 2024-585, page 16, paragraph 7. As such, I move that the Commission request that the Office of Regulatory Staff investigate this matter. So moved.
Thank you. Having heard the motion by Vice Chair Williams, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by no, the ayes have it, the motion carries.
Item number 4 is in docket number 2021-93E. This is a request from the Office of Regulatory Staff from Michael Seaman Wynn to adopt the pre-filed direct testimony of Anthony Sandonato in this docket.
As to item number 4, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of the Office of Regulatory Staff to allow ORS witness Michael Seaman Wynn to adopt the pre-filed direct testimony of ORS witness Anthony Sandonato. The Office of Regulatory Staff states that Anthony Sandonato is no longer employed with ORS. Witness Michael Seaman Wynn is employed with ORS, will attend, and will be prepared to answer cross-examination of opposing counsel and questions of the commissioners. For these reasons, no party will be prejudiced by the substitution of the witness and the adoption of pre-filed testimony.
Thank you, Commissioner Belzer. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by no. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Item number 5 also is in docket number 2021-93E. This is a motion from the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy for confidential treatment of the corrected supplemental direct testimony and exhibits of Anna Sommer.
Having heard item 5, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers,
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that the Commission grant the request of the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and Southern Alliance for Clean Energy for confidential treatment of the supplemental direct testimony and exhibits of witness Anna Sommer pursuant to order number 2005-226.
Thank you. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Thomas, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by no. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Item number 6 is in docket number 2024-1E. This is a request from Duke Energy Progress LLC for a 30-day extension to issue refunds to certain customers.
Having heard item number 6 is presented by Mr. Scarborough, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you. I move that the Commission grant the request of Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for a 30-day extension to report on the remaining account owed a refund. With the extension, an updated report will be due on October 27th, 2024.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 7 appears in docket number 2024-144E. This is a motion for admission pro hoc vici of John D. Burns, Esquire, filed on behalf of Carolina's Clean Energy Business Association.
Having heard item 7 is read by Mr. Scarborough, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Vice Chair, you have the floor.
thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant the motion of Carolina's Clean Business Energy Association for admission pro hoc vici of Attorney John D. Burns, Esquire. So moved.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 9 appears in docket number 2024-3E. This item involves final disposition of this docket.
As to the next item, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
thank you. I move that the commission establish the following total fuel factors to be used by Dominion Energy Carolinas for the period beginning with service rendered in November 2024 and extending through October 2025. Residential service total fuel factor of 2.1488 cents per kilowatt hour. General service and lighting total fuel factor of 2.2323 cents per kilowatt hour. Industrial service total fuel factor of 2.2650 cents per kilowatt hour. The impact of the above factors to the monthly bill of a typical residential customer using 1,000 kilowatts per month is a decrease of approximately $19.52 or 13.7%. The impacts for general service, lighting, and industrial customers vary by customer, but are approximate decreases of 14%, 5%, and 16.2% respectively. The DERP charge per customer account shall be as follows on a monthly basis. Residential, 82 cents per month. General service, $3.24 per month. Industrial, $100 per month. In addition to these fuel factors, I move that the commission approve the following net energy metering values. For residential PV, 6.0022 cents per kilowatt hour. For small general service PV, 5.9991 cents per kilowatt hour. For large PV, 6.0292 cents per kilowatt hour. Further, I move the company continue to investigate and calculate appropriate refunds due to errors in the DERP charge assessments and take efforts to refund proper accounts to affected customers in a timely manner. The Commission will issue a full order detailing its decision and ruling per this motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Belser. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Belser, is any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in dockets number 2023-8E and 2023-10E. This item involves final disposition of this docket.
Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
You have the floor.
Mr. Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that we carry this matter over to the next commission business meeting on Thursday, October 31st.
Thank you, Vice Chair Williams. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman, if I might,
Commissioner Belser.
I would just like to state that I wish that I would have been ready to go forward with this, but we've had a kind of crazy week this week, and just want any of the parties listening to understand that I appreciate the extra time to make sure that I am fully prepared, and I apologize if my not being fully prepared inconveniences anyone, any of the commissioners or any of the parties, but I'm just one person, but I just appreciate the extra time because there's a lot to go through, and we just got proposed orders last Friday, and we've had a kind of full week this week, so thank you. I appreciate the motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Belser, and I share your same feelings, but I would also say that I can't imagine anybody being more prepared to vote on anything than you at any time with your background and knowledge, and I thank you for your comments. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 11 is in docket number 2021-324E. This is a request from Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated for approval of a pass-through of a wholesale water rate increase effective January the 1st, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Scarborough. Having heard the item 11 by Mrs. Scarborough, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you. On October 9th, 2024, Kiowa Island Utility, Inc., also known as Kiowa, filed a pass-through rate request to increase its water rates due to an increase in the cost of wholesale water rates from St. John's Water Company, Inc. Kiowa is a wholesale customer of St. John's Water Company. In its request, Kiowa included the September 25th, 2024 letter from St. John's Water Company, Inc., noticing to Kiowa that the wholesale price of water would be increasing effective January 1st, 2025. The current price is $3.85 per 1,000 gallons of water, which will increase to $4.09 per 1,000 gallons on January 1st, 2025. Kiowa also included a copy of the corresponding letter from Charleston Water System notifying St. John's Water Company of an increase in bulk rates to St. John's Water Company that are being passed on to Kiowa. With its filing, I move that the Commission find that Kiowa satisfies the 60-day notice requirement to the Commission pursuant to its approved tariff. I move that the Commission grant the request of Kiowa Island Utility to pass through an increase in water rates beginning and effective on January 1st, 2025. The current rate paid by Kiowa is $3.85 per 1,000 gallons. The new rate effective January 1st, 2025 is $4.09 per 1,000 gallons. This pass-through will increase the water rates to Kiowa's customers approximately 24 cents per 1,000 gallons. I further move that Kiowa Island Utility, Inc. provide a 30-day written notice to the customers prior to implementing the new pass-through water rates, which have an increase of 24 cents per 1,000 gallons in each water consumption tier in each potable water customer class to any usage beginning January 1st, 2025 to be reflected on subsequent customer statements. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Williams, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? The ayes have it.
Item number
Mr.
12.
Scarborough.
Yes, thank you. Item number 12 is in dockets number 2024-28S and 2023-87W. This is a request from the Office of Regulatory Staff for confidential treatment of the testimonies and exhibits of witnesses Daniel P. Hunnell II, Don M. Hipp, and Alan Merzad.
Having heard the motion on number 12, do I hear a motion?
You do, Chair Powers. I'd like to make one.
Thank you.
I move that the Commission grant the request of the Office of Regulatory Staff for confidential treatment of the direct testimony and exhibits of witnesses Daniel P. Hunnell II, Don M. Hipp, and Alan Merzad pursuant to Order Number 2005-226.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Is there any further discussion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that the docket numbers were correct. I believe that the second docket number is 2023-387W, and I thought I heard something else, so just clarification for the record.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Thomas.
Thank you both. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 13 appears in docket number 2023-337S. This item involves acceptance for filing and update on a report from Blue Granite Water Company concerning volumetric sewer billing.
Thank you. As to item number 13, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that the commission accept for filing and information the September 2024 update provided by Blue Granite Water Company to its report regarding volumetric sewer billing previously filed in February 2024.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Haven't heard the motion. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 14 is in docket number 2024-146A. This item involves final disposition of this docket.
That's item number 14. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Vice Chair Williams.
Mr. Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that the commission adopt the proposed amendment to Regulation 103-833. The proposed amendment is consistent with Rule 26 of the South Carolina Rules of Civil Procedure. So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair Williams. Having heard the motion by Vice Chair Williams, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll move to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The motion carries.
Item number 15 is in docket number 2024-281G. This is a petition from Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated for a limited waiver of certain tariff provisions, nunc pro tunc.
Do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that the commission grant the NUC Pro Tonk request of Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated and authorize the company NUC Pro Tonk effective as of September 30, 2024 and ending on October 31st, 2024 to waive and/or suspend the assessment of late payment charges that would otherwise be applicable to its eligible residential and non-residential customers. The company's request is related to the September 28, 2024 disaster declaration request of South Carolina Governor Henry D. McMaster pursuant to 42 United States Code sections 5121 through 5207, resulting from Hurricane Helene storm damage. The disaster declaration was approved by the federal government, and Piedmont began instituting customer supportive actions, including the suspension of assessing late payment charges as required by the company's tariff provision. Because the disaster declaration includes Piedmont's entire South Carolina service territory, which consists of all or parts of Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, and Cherokee counties, Piedmont requests the commission grant a waiver of late payment charges, NUC Pro Tonk, effective for the period September 30th, 2024 through October 31st, 2024.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Thomas, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 16 is in docket number 2006-401G. This is a request from Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated for approval of gas cost recovery mechanism 159.
Having heard item 16, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
I move that the commission approve Piedmont Natural Gas Company's gas cost recovery mechanism 159, effective with the first billing cycle in November 2024 and thereafter until further notice. This will allow Piedmont to put this rate adjustment in effect by the next billing cycle. On October 15, 2024, Piedmont requested commission approval of an increase in the benchmark commodity cost of gas in GCRM 159 and for expedited consideration by the commission at the October 24, 2024 commission business meeting. Piedmont requested an increase in its benchmark cost of gas from the current $2.25 per decatherm to $2.50 per decatherm. Piedmont asserts this rate increase is necessary to facilitate reasonable and appropriate management of the balances in the company's deferred account number 253, which is the deferred account for gas costs. Piedmont anticipates that the company's gas cost deferred account will be materially under-collected at its currently approved benchmark cost of gas rate of $2.25 per decatherm. This increase or change is necessary to mitigate future undercollection in Piedmont's gas cost deferred account. The rate change approved herein is an increase of 0.02544 cents per therm for sales rate schedules number 201, 202, 242, 252, 203, and 204, and an increase of 0.00044 cents per therm for transportation rate schedules number 213 and 214.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Belser. Having heard the motion, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Items 17 and 18 are both our requests to withdraw applications, and we can take those together. Item number 17 is in dockets number 2023-211WS and 2024-27WS. This is a request to withdraw joint applications filed on behalf of Central States Water Resources Incorporated and CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC. Item number 18 appears in dockets number 2024-28S and 2023-387W. This also is a request to withdraw joint applications filed on behalf of Central States Water Resources Incorporated and CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC.
As to item 17 and 18, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Caston.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Attorney Pringle on behalf of Central States Water Resources, Inc. and CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company to withdraw its joint applications and docket numbers 2024-27-WS, 2024-28-S, 2023-211-WS, and 2023-387WS. The clerk of the commission is directed to administratively close these dockets.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Caston, is there any further discussion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
Just for clarification, the final docket number is 2023-387W, just in case that was misstated.
Actually, I intended it to be WS, but it was, I'd revised it as, I got more info. It may be,
That's W.
hold on a second.
All right, well, thank you.
Well, let me verify.
We'll note that correction if necessary. Having heard the motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to note, if we could, that yesterday the Office of Regulatory staff filed a letter addressing this request and said they did not object to the withdrawal of these dockets.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 19 is in dockets number 2024-286E and 2024-287E. This is a request from Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC for consolidation of these two dockets and for a joint evidentiary hearing.
Do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that the commission grant the motion for consolidation for the purpose of hearing in these dockets as requested by Duke Energy Carolinas and Central Electric Power Cooperative Incorporated.
Okay. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Thomas, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries. Ms. Scarborough,
Yes, sir. Moving on
before
to
we
the-
go to the transportation docket, we need to go back to item number 9. According to staff that are listening in on this, Commissioner Belser, it appears that at one point in the recommendation, you said Dominion
I apologize.
rather than Duke, and we want to correct that.
Please correct that.
Thank you very much. The vote would remain the same.
I don't know why all our electric utilities, or most of them, start with a D. It really throws me off.
It's easy to do.
Thank you for the correction.
Thank you.
Moving on to our motor carrier agenda. In Part A, we have 8 applications for new Class C certificates. These items can be taken together. Item A1 is in docket number 2024-271T, which is the application of LDB Charm Transportation LLC for a Class C charter certificate. Item A2 appears in docket number 2024-272T, which is the application of Nirvana Transportation Services LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item A3 is in docket number 2024-273T, which is the application of Nathan Barr Jr. doing business as Barr's Taxi Cab Services for a Class C taxi certificate. Item A4 is in docket number 2024-274T, which is the application of JKJ Transportation and Logistics LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item A5 is in docket number 2024-276T, which is the application of Priceless Home Care Services LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item A6 is in docket number 2024-277T. This is the application of Alimac Med Transport for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item A7 is in docket number 2024-279T. This is the application of Valley Transport LLC for a Class C stretcher van certificate. And item A8 appears in docket number 2024-280T. This is the application of Capital L Services LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate.
Thank you, Mr. Scarborough. As to items A1 through A8, do I hear a motion?
Chair Power,
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the commission approve the applicants for Class C certificates and item numbers A1 through A8 as identified by Mr. Scarborough. Directive order be issued for the application in the respective docket.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Caston, is any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
In Part B of the transportation agenda, we have one request for an extension of time. Item B1 is in docket number 2024-210T, which is a request from Nathaniel G. Johnson for a 6-month extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you. As to item number B1, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Nathaniel G. Johnson for an extension of time until April 14th, 2025 to comply with commission rules and regulations. The extension represents a 6-month extension from the date of the request made by the applicant, Nathaniel G. Johnson, related to its request for a Class C taxi certificate.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Haven't heard the motion. Is any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
In Part C of the transportation agenda, we have one request to cancel a certificate. Item C1 is in docket number 2009-151T, which is a request from Malzone Russell, doing business as Basic Moving, to cancel Class E household goods certificate number 9777-A.
As to item C1, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
I move that the commission grant the request of Malzahn Russell doing business as Basic Moving for cancellation of Class E household goods certificate number 977-A.
Thank you, Commissioner Belser. Having heard the motion, is any further discussion? Hearing none.
Let me ask this one thing to make sure. Was it 977 or 977?
Thank you, 9777-A.
Not confused.
I'm having a time today.
Quite all right.
That's the last one. Having heard the motion, is any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by no. The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this concludes all business noticed before the commission today.
Thank you, Mr. Scarborough, and thanks all for their hard work. Before we adjourn, though, I would like to say, I went to one of these big department stores the other day, and on one side there were Halloween monsters. On the other side there were Christmas trees, all decorated. And in the middle there were all kind of wreaths and Thanksgiving type ornaments to put up. I don't know what the date will be, but soon, rather than 3 holidays, I think we'll be celebrating Hello Thanksmas. So everybody have a good day. We're adjourned.